To wobble or not to wobble? That is the question on Carnival's mind. And the plot seemed to thicken this weekend, and I got all the details, so check it out right after this. Well, good morning, Mike from VentureCast here, and I took some time off from uploading videos to enjoy the summer, spend some time with family, and do a little grilling and just kind of relaxation around the house, take care of some projects. But I'm back at it, and today's story, it revolves around the continuing saga that Carnival's been going through with their whole selection of music and dances. And just to set up the backstory of this, this all kind of started right around the time Carnival announced their ending their loyalty program and implementing this new rewards program. And I think that was back on about June 18th. And but I think slightly before that, they had started putting notices in people's cabins about the updated policies on board regarding things such as curfews and Bluetooth speakers and hand fans and that whole thing. And so, if you're like me, you've probably been seeing a bunch of videos in your social media feeds, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, where a lot of people have not been happy with those policy changes. But they've also been reporting that Carnival has, banned playing rap music, banned certain dances, some of these popular line dances that you'll see at the sail away parties or even in the clubs. And so I think Carnival did put out a statement basically saying that, they weren't banning rap music or anything like that. It's that just something about the themed parties and things like that. But they were kind of, trying to reassure people that that's not what they were doing. There's been other social media influencers out there that keep reporting that when they go on these cruises on Carnival, they've spoken to the DJs on board, and the DJs are basically saying that some of these songs, these popular songs like, The Wobble or Boots on the Ground or whatever, has been pulled from their playlists. Now let's fast forward to this past Saturday, and the Carnival Vista is leaving out on a cruise, and they will be the first cruise ship to visit Celebration Key. Celebration Key is Carnival's highly touted, highly anticipated new private island in the Caribbean. And this is something that the beards of Carnival, if you will, they've been very excited about that. They mentioned it in their Q2 earnings call. And this is one of those things that is allowing Carnival to have the confidence to come out with this new rewards program that most people aren't happy with. Well, anyway, so this past Saturday, Carnival Vista leaves out on this cruise going to Celebration Key. And as you can imagine, some of the big wigs from Carnival is on board, including Christine Duffy and John Heald, the brand ambassador. And so, I believe they're actually going to have like a big ceremony to welcome the first paying passengers to Celebration Key. And so John Heald's on board, and he's been documenting his experience on the Vista. And so on Saturday, I started noticing some of his posts from that cruise. And he posted a video on Saturday where he's basically, talking about the sail away party. And he's kind of implying that they are indeed playing the Wobble, and that they are indeed playing Boots on the Ground. So let me show you this quick video clip from John Heald, and then I'll be back to discuss.
Come on. To the left. And now, take it back now, bring it back. Count it out. 1, 2.
All right, so you see the video there, and you see John Heald, Carnival's brand ambassador, doing some sort of dance. I do not believe that is the wobble that he's doing, but in the post, he kind of implies that the wobble's being played. He doesn't necessarily specifically say it, but he says something like, we're wobbling. You know, now I'm just assuming that that's kind of a play on words, you know, but he also, you know, in the comments section of that video says that the boots on the ground is being played. So that's Saturday. Now, Sunday, there's also a bunch of social media influencers on board this cruise, as you can imagine, because it is the first ship going to go to Celebration Key. So as you can imagine, there's all kinds of YouTubers, TikTokers, you name it, on board to document this, as things, you know, things like this tend to happen. And so one of the popular influencers, Cruise with Jen, is on board, and she reported that there was no wobble at the sail away party, and that a lot of these, you know, boots on the ground is just not being played. So she's kind of going against John Heald. So, you know, so basically she put this little clip here in there to document that, and I believe that was the Baby Shark song played instead of the wobble at the sail away party.
Now Grandma's got no teeth, so no teeth.
She's not the only one that has reported this. Like I said, there's other popular social media influencers on board. Travel Spree is another popular social media couple that's on board, if you will, and they have reported, you know, that there's a different vibe on board. It's not the fun ship. It's fun, but it's, according to them, it doesn't have the same edge, and they're not hearing the same music. So, but John Heald does come back and clap back, if you will, with his own post, with another post reassuring us that the Boots on the Ground song is going to be played in the clubs. So I don't know where this is all going. I'm not even sure, you know, who's telling the truth. Where's the truth in this matter? But I did think it's been an interesting development that's been going on, watching this play out with John Heald saying one thing, social media influencers saying another. You know, so what is the story? If you're somebody that's on this cruise, or if you got any info on this, let me know in the comments. You know, as far as I'm concerned, it doesn't really matter to me one way or the other if they play certain songs or not. I don't cruise to go hear certain songs, and I'm not much of a dancer. I'll just be honest. I just, you know, I'm one of those guys that just has no rhythm or anything. So I tend to just, you know, when the sail away parties are going on, I tend to just grab a beer or a cocktail and just kind of hang out and watch the festivities. So yeah, it doesn't really matter to me one way or the other what the music is. I figure that on a ship, you know, on a cruise ship, you're going to have so many different people on board with different tastes that you're going to have to vary your music selections anyway. And as far as like updating playlists and things like that, I mean, that seems like a natural thing that's going to happen, because music is very trendy. You know, what's hot today, you know, a song that's hot today, a year from now, you won't even hear it being played. So I don't know where this is all headed, but I'm going to stay on top of it, just like everything else with Carnival and cruising and other cruise lines. And I'll report what I know. But that's going to do it for this video. Hope your summer is going well. Hope you guys are getting out and about, doing some things. And as always, if you like this video, please consider hitting the thumbs up. If you like this kind of content, please consider subscribing. It's 100% free, helps the channel grow, helps push the message out to the masses. And I truly do appreciate anyone who likes, subscribes, shares, watches, comments. And I will see you guys on the next video. So take care, everybody.